Welcome back, Charters. I am Nolan Bailey, and I am joined by my co-anchor, Landon Harvey. Today, we have an informational broadcast for you. We will look into some snacks, a dance for kids, a worm farm, and their vegetables, and finally, an interview with our own Pike Central champion. We will also have some PSAs spread throughout.
First up, we have a short informational segment about some salty snacks that can be found in our forests.
While walking through the forest, you might find the best treat that it can offer. Every year, countless people go out into the forest for the next hunting season. But what they're hunting is not an animal, it's the morel mushroom. Morel mushrooms are some of the most sought-after treats in the U.S. They have a honeycomb-like exterior while ranging from blonde to gray in color. They can vary in shape, but a more bulbous figure is common. As I personally am not a fan of these mushrooms, I have teacher Mr. Gideon here to talk about them.
I think morel mushrooms are special because they're so seasonal. There's only a few weeks of the year that you can find them, and I think that's why people pay. I mean, you see people buying them for $40, $50, $60 a pound, and I think that's why, just because they're kind of scarce and very seasonal.
This raised questions too. Why should I go morel hunting?
You know, I don't know. I like to look for them. The foraging part is fun, but probably eating them. It's probably the best part.
This made me curious. I wanted to know more about the cooking ways of the morel mushroom.
So the most simple way is probably just, flouring the mushrooms and frying them. That's probably the most common way around here. Most people fry those type of mushrooms. I've seen people eat them on pizzas, make them into spreads, stuff them with cream cheese and jalapenos and fry them and make like a kind of a jalapeno popper with them. So there's a lot of different ways. Morels are pretty good just about any way you cook them.
I wanted to know what Mr. Gideon thought about morel mushrooms.
Morel mushrooms are it's something fun to do in a time of the year when there's not a lot of going on. It's a good way to get outside, get a little exercise, and just kind of enjoy the outdoors. So it's a fun activity. More people should do it. I don't think nearly as many people do it nowadays as did when I was a kid.
Well, I have not found much this hunting season. I hope you guys have better luck. The morel mushrooms are quite interesting, and they seem like a fun project to just go around and look for. I hope you guys have a better hunting season, and back to the studio.
Now we will show you a PSA over mentally preparing for finals.
Hey guys, with the end of the school year in sight, that means finals are coming up. And with finals coming up, it is easy to add an extra layer of stress and anxiety to ourselves. I want to remind you all that it is okay to take a step back, take a deep breath, and remember to focus on yourself before putting anything in front of your mental health. Your mental health comes before anything else. If you ever need to talk to somebody, talk to a friend, a family member, or a trusted adult. If you want to talk to an outside source, the mental health hotline is 988. I hope everyone has a great end of their school year, and best of luck on your finals.
It's always good to be mentally sound. Next, we have the 11th annual dance marathon.
Here at Pike Central, our student government works towards one specific goal all year, and that is raising as much money as we can for our Riley's Dance Marathon. It's something that the student government prides itself on. I spoke with senior Tyler DeCourcy about what the dance marathon is and what it means to the school and the students involved.
So the Riley Dance Marathon was started, I believe, about 30 years ago. And what we do is we raise money all year round for kids at Riley Children's Hospital. And then at the end of the year, we have an event here in the gym, and we see how much we raised all year round for the kids. It goes to improve their quality of life and their treatment.
In my 4 years here at Pike Central, we have raised $23,284.20 in 2022, $32,163.71 in 2023, $36,180.85 in 2024, and this year we raised $30,194.23.
What does the dance marathon mean to the students that are a part of it?
So for the students such as myself that are a part of it, it's something we've worked for all of our high school career, even some of our middle school careers. It's something we've done every year for the past, I believe, 11 years now. And it just shows the change that we can make in these kids' lives from hundreds of miles away. And we never get to see some of them. Some of them live in our homes. But we can make big change by doing small things like hats and shorts days or car washes, haunted hallways, etc.
And finally, what does the Riley Dance Marathon mean to the school in a whole?
So as a whole, I think Riley Dance Marathon brings a sense of unity because in our own school, we have kids who have gone to Riley's Children's Hospital that you don't even realize. And as a school, we find out more about each other, and it brings a sense of community to our students and staff that is missed out if we didn't do the dance marathon at all.
I would also like to give a big thanks to Mrs. Vintage and Mr. Howald for helping the student government achieve our goal and raising as much money as we can for the Riley Dance Marathon. Back to Nolan and Landon in the studio.
Next up, we will talk about driving safe.
Listen up, kids. You see this? This is not a phone, it's a calculator. You do math on it. We're not allowed to have or use phones in the school. We're also not allowed to have or use phones while operating a vehicle. According to Mooney Law, 3,000 people died last year due to texting while driving. Another 400,000 were injured due to the same situation. If you're going to make a mistake, just make sure it's not a fatal one. Having your high school career end because of a bad choice that was made is not something you want on your record. It's also not something you should be looking forward to. So please, while operating a car or just driving anywhere, do your best to be as safe as possible. Now we will talk about some creepy crawlies living outside our school.
If you're a fan of older movies, then you've probably heard of the sand creatures from the movie Tremors. If not, here's a quick clip. These worm-looking monstrosities, called graboids, are the cause of some 90s kids' fear of worms. Well, since 1990, worms have de-evolved to only be a couple inches long, and now they no longer eat people. These are earthworms, and these creepy crawlies have been employed to decompose organic matter down to add nutrients into the dirt. This allows plants to grow better. I spoke with Miss Maggie Kuiper, and she allowed us to get a quick look at these little plant lifesavers. What is put inside of the worm boxes?
So what's put in the worm boxes are shredded paper from the classrooms, scraps from Miss Geiling's kitchens and the school kitchens, and I think that's it.
This is what the worm box looks like. Although you can't see the worms inside the box, they are perfect for helping us grow the plants that live in our raised beds. Speaking of the dirt used in the raised beds, I'll turn it over to Landon so he can tell you a bit about them.
Do you remember being a little kid when you would play in the dirt? Well, who would have guessed that here at Pike Central we have a class that lets you play in the dirt? Here at Pike Central, we recently got a vegetable garden that students get to help maintain. Students get to help plant and deal with the upkeep of the garden. I spoke with Miss Geiling for more information.
So what is grown in the vegetable garden?
So as you can see, right now there are 8 beds. And the goal of these beds is actually to grow produce that we can use in the culinary kitchens for my 3 cooking classes. And then whatever is left over can actually go into the school's cafeteria is the ultimate goal. So anything from tomatoes, different varieties of tomatoes, green peppers, jalapeno peppers. We've grown watermelon and cantaloupe. We do several herbs, so like sage, basil, cilantro. We'll also grow lettuces, so different varieties of lettuces. We've done Brussels sprouts, and this year we're hoping to grow green beans, so we can cook those, cucumbers, literally just about anything your heart can desire.
How long has the vegetable garden been here?
So this would be its 2nd summer. So the teacher before me, because this is my first year, Mrs. Sparrow, worked with Mr. Klimper and Mrs. Schulteis. She is a nutrition director here, and they received a grant. And this grant allowed them to implement these beds. So about 2 years or so, coming on to 2 years.
What are some of the future plans for the vegetable garden?
So that's actually super exciting. We had to finish off spending the money for the grant. Otherwise, if we don't spend the money, just like any other grant, it goes back. And so we got it kind of wild. So the future plan is actually to grow or build 4 more beds. So it'll extend down and potentially come this way. There's going to be large arches. So these arches will allow you to actually come underneath, and the produce will just hang down so you can just grab it. Plus, it's really eye appealing. We also want to bring in perennials. So perennials like strawberries. So we have different varieties of strawberries. Blackberries. So not only blackberries, but also red raspberries. We want to do more like cold veggies. So cabbages and broccoli and cauliflower. We want to do more of that in here as well. So to be almost full season year-round growing. We also have purchased covers. So that way when it does frost, that those veggies can still grow but be protected.
And lastly, what is your favorite part about the vegetable garden?
Oh, getting your hands dirty. That's number one. Because I think it's really important to actually get your hands dirty for numerous reasons. And two, it is amazing being a teacher and watching a student who really doesn't have much experience with this plant a seed and then a few months later eat it. That I can't express to you. And for those who don't like veggies, they come out here, they taste it, and it can taste completely different than what's in the grocery store. And they actually tend to like it. And that's what's really cool, is to watch that progress.
The vegetable garden here at Pike Central is a great addition. It helps teach students how to handle a garden, and it teaches the responsibility it takes to grow plants.
My grandpa remembers when those worms were the size of buses.
It'll be interesting to see how this project goes. Next, we have another PSA over internet safety.
With the increase in recent technology, people have been less and less safe on the internet. From random texts with links, to emails, to pop-ups saying, "Congrats, you won 1,000 free Robux. Click this link to redeem." People have been falling for these elaborate ploys and having their precious identity, money, and accounts stolen from them. And the worst part is, the most affected age groups are teens and tweens. So, be safe, don't click on links you don't trust, and don't visit shady websites, so you can keep your personal info to yourself.
Next, we get to learn about our champion of the Indiana Skills USA State Contest.
Pike Central is known to have a very good precision machining class, and I got the chance to interview Aiden Lamond, who placed first in a CNC contest.
Congratulations,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Aiden Lamond, for your CNC contest.
Thank you, yeah.
Placing first is pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you some questions.
Alrighty.
Alright, first question is, what were your thoughts going into this contest?
Going into it, I was really confident that I was going to win. It sounds kind of cocky, but I don't know. I knew I was going to do pretty well because I practiced a lot, and yeah.
That's good. How do you feel after you placed first?
I felt pretty good, I'd say. I mean, I was a little excited and kind of surprised a little bit too, but I don't know. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Have you enjoyed your time in precision machining?
Oh, I've loved it. It's been a lot of fun. I've liked it a lot.
So what is a CNC 3-axis milling?
So a CNC machine is a machine that runs itself. So what you do is you create a program for it, and then it'll machine a part for you. So that's what my contest was I had to create a program to run on a CNC machine.
What would you say to someone interested in precision machining?
I'd say do it. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it's a really good career pathway to go down.
Nice.
Once again, I'd like to congratulate Aiden Lamond for his hard work and dedication. I'm Nolan Longest with PC Broadcasting.
That was quite impressive. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a single broadcast. This has been Landon Harvey and Nolan Bailey, and we will see you next time in our final episode.
Goodbye.